So we're on to the meaning of this word feral and the connotations of it and so on. And for me, it does mean wildness. And you just used that word. So tell me about the relationship between wildness and what's often called authenticity, and there is authentic movement, obviously. So there is an approach which says we can get underneath our constructed selves to something authentic. Would you say that's feral is a kind of version of that? I mean, I'm a bit suspicious about authentic, because it seems to me that I can't be anything but some kind of construction. I can become aware of what I'm doing, but I can't let go of all the social and cultural layering. I can't just start stroking your hair or picking things out of your nose, even if I want to. But yeah, something about authentic and feral connection between them.
Yeah, I guess it is. You can't just start doing weird, random things, but it's nearly understanding. The idea of feral for me has a connection with the authentic, but it's kind of understanding we're part of a bigger ecology, a wider system. So it is more this connection to instinct and intuition, knowing that actually we're a web, interconnected web with nature and other humans. And in a way, we've never fully separated from everyone, even though there is a very strong Western construct that's the case. And we are different beings, that's not to... But there is more of an interconnection that we need to acknowledge. And if we're more in that feeling, then we can learn and feel those other beings, not just humans, because we're very much in the human talking and human world, in our understanding of who we are and what the world is. And I think with feral, I'm including everything else that is on this planet, and how through that you can connect to a more authentic part of yourself, because you are included everything that is connected to you, not just this idea of a human. And that's more truthful to me.
And you're also, I think, including a sense of atmosphere and I mean, so not just plants and animals or whatever, but the feeling of a place, or just the feelings that whatever's arising in this context for you at the moment, is that right? Which could be physical emotions, or it could be some sense of the spiritual, or it could be some arising of the eros, or really anything.
Yeah, I guess because we're talking about space and time, as these things keep changing, so things are not fixed. I think it's the idea of things are always in movement. And there might be some repetition within that, but it's like a wave of composition. You know, here we have the sea over there, and I'm aware that the ground is sloping down towards the sea and the wind into a certain direction, and that might make me, we don't have sunshine today, but, you know, like sometimes I like to position myself around the sun, and all these elements becomes part of how I situate myself in the world, and we're not so much aware of that, but it's part of our movement vocabulary. And what if we bring those things more to consciousness and start to see that we're constantly in dialogue with this as much as it's in dialogue with us, and it's nearly like we can learn a lot from it if we allow ourselves. But it's a different way of communicating than words, so it does require a bit more yielding into the unknown, and that it has a different quality. And that, I guess, that's what's hard, is it's not a palpable thing, it's more intangible, and it keeps shifting. But the more you practice it, and the more there is also repetition and a feeling of you can recognize, but it can never be fixed.